Hello friends, it is, what is today? Oh my gosh, it's Tuesday, March 9th, and I got this March Sketchbox, my monthly subscription, and it takes a little while to get to me in Germany, but it's exciting when it does, and just want to show you what I've got. So, we have, this is the art card, pretty pinks, like kind of creepy birds with some mushrooms by Kingsley. And we have all these cool supplies. So we've got marker set and a Copic pen, which if you've never used alcohol markers, they're pretty cool. They don't really leak into the other colors that you're creating with, so it's kind of nice. And then there's another alcohol based marker, and then 24 sheet marker pad, which is nice. So these are the markers by Graphics, and there's a reddish one, cadmium red, and pink rose, and brilliant violet. And this is a blender, which I'll show you how that works. It's pretty cool. Then there's this, well, they're all double tip actually. This one says double tip. These are all double tips. So they have a chisel side and a more fine point side. So that's kind of nice. I don't really use chisel tip very often, so I don't know. I'll have to figure out what I can use that for. But these ones have, this brown has a really fine tip, which is nice. I like that. So we've got these pens, and then we've got this acid-free marker pad. So I think the difference between this kind of paper and the kind of paper that I would usually do art stuff on, well, because I paint, is this is really smooth, has a really smooth surface. So let's get the rest of these out. These are the last two. And then there's a sticker. Free advertisement, Sketchbox. I actually really like getting art supplies in the mail, especially, well, anybody could send me art supplies in the mail. I wouldn't be bothered by it. But Tyson got this for me for, I can't remember if it was for my birthday or for Christmas or for New Year or Valentine's Day. One of those things. He got me a 1-year subscription to Sketchbox because I love art supplies. So, like I was saying with this paper, it's really a smooth surface. So, wow, that's really light. So when you are drawing on it, like some paper, it's gonna bleed, like the marker is gonna bleed. That's pretty. And with this kind of paper, it just doesn't have that problem, which is really nice. Let's see what the blender does. Oh, there it is, blending. It's not blending the purple very well. So, I don't use markers very often, but when I do, it's nice to have some that don't bleed into each other. And it just feels really nice, honestly, if that makes sense. The marker feels nice and it's moving around. Somebody's having fun out there. So that's just to give you an idea. I really like this purple one. That's fun. I really like that color. That's kind of cool. It just gives a shadow. So this is the blender, and it's kind of like the equivalent of adding water to a watercolor marker or watercolor pencil. It just basically spreads it. But that's kind of a cool effect. If you want a shadow. So, let's see. These, let's see what they do with, well, this is my Bristol paper. And it looks like it's not bleeding a little bit, just a little tiny bit if you look really closely. Oh, I like this has a brush and that's way nicer. It's so much easier to control, I think. And then what happens if you go over it again? Yep, it gets darker. Let's try the blender and see. Yeah, this paper absorbs it a lot more. So versus this paper, it's just got a smoother surface, and so it blends out even more. Like this has been on here for a little while, and that's blending a lot. And what bonus, they don't smell really bad. See, look at how it just doesn't really blend out. It absorbs into this paper. So the takeaway here is if you are wanting to get into using these kind of markers, these alcohol-based markers, probably want to get one of this paper, this marker paper. I know Copic, which is the brand of this one. Copic has paper that I've used before, and it's really nice. And they come in like a little pad, kind of like this. You can get it bigger too. But it's a lot easier to blend because it's a smoother surface, and they probably have it coated with something. Whereas this paper that I usually paint on, it's coated with something, but it's not, it's for different tools, different materials. So let's see, which one did I not use? I didn't use brown. blender, and I'm gonna use the other side. This giant chisel. Oh shoot, I drug the... That didn't really work out the way I thought it was, but I still like it. It's like blending the brown and the red, which is making this peachy color. Oh, looks cool anyway. Those don't blend as well. These thinner markers don't really blend out. Oh, guess why? Because it's a permanent marker. Well, that makes sense. So don't try to blend out permanent markers. They don't work. It just doesn't work that way. Let's see. I've got the pink, and do I use this pink? Wow, that's super pink. Well, Easter is coming. These are kind of Easter colors. I got like 1, 2, 3 different pink colors. Wow, that's a nice red. Ooh, I want to put that on my lips. It's really pretty. Okay, now what? I'm just goofing around before I get started on my reading for school stuff. All right, I think we got it. I think now I know that I don't really want to use this kind of paper for alcohol pens, which, I mean, it blended out. It just blurred more than blended. Oh, I should blend that last one. That bug me. I think I'll use this tip. Do an invite. I'm having the neighbors over for a craft night on Sunday. Should be fun. All right, that's it. I hope you enjoyed watching me doodle because it was fun for me. And have a good Tuesday.